Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. Well, the Bucs get ready to go on offense for the first time, and it's Baker Mayfield leading them out. Season as a Buccaneer and his 7th overall.
And he had a most impressive bounce back season. Last year, nearly leading his team to the NFC Championship game. That's not something you see every day, and he was rewarded for it as Tampa Bay decided to make him definitely their quarterback for the future. Now for him, he wants to prove it's not a one-year thing, and in fact, he is the long-term answer for this franchise.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
Now Mayfield. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. In motion right, Evans. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Dancing to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dietrich Wise running through and dropping him for the sack. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So the Commanders make their way out on offense for the first time here, and it's the rookie Jaden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick, leading the way.
And he was the number 2 overall pick in the draft because he is special. A dual-threat athlete at the quarterback position, beats you with his arm and his legs, and runs the ball better than any quarterback since maybe Lamar Jackson came out of Louisville. But with that being said, he's got to be smart about how he runs the football. He puts himself in position to take some big shots. He's got to be on the field and available for him and his team to be successful.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Again, it's Robinson. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here is 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. On the counter, this is Robinson. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs 33. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get them the first. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr., 31 yards. And the Commanders are on the board here first in the season opener.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now a 2nd and 10. Mayfield down. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And if you look up the word consistency in the dictionary, you'll see a picture of Mike Evans pop right up. He's eclipsed the 1,000-yard mark in each of his previous 10 years in the NFL, and he's hoping to make it 11 straight at the conclusion of this season. But the payoff with him, he finds the end zone. Tied for the league lead last year in touchdown receptions with 13.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. A 3rd down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
In motion left, Godwin. To throw, Mayfield. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Mayfield with it once more. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Open man is Noah Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 68 yards rushing for him in this 1st half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. This is a counter play. Eckler taken down at the 47-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Draw play. It's Eckler. He juked him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Daniels looking to throw.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Daniels.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Second and 10. Back to the ground with Robinson.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's already closing in on 100 yards for the game.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll run again here with Robinson. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a one-touchdown game.
Trying to build on that opening drive touchdown, but the drive stalls out. And then you get the missed field goal here, so they wind up with nothing to show from drive number 2.
Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Final play of the half, Mayfield.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So we've reached halftime here on Open. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And complete to Zach Ertz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Robinson up the middle. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just one.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Throwing now is Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. In motion right is Brown. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Austin Eckler
with career touchdown number 70.
And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. That time a 6-play drive.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Once again, it's Irving.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
In motion, Aguilar.
Mayfield to throw it. Completes it to Aguilar. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Baker going to give it to Irving.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7.
Here's Mayfield.
Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter.
Now 2nd and 3.
They'll drop to throw. This is caught by Evans. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bucs are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Here's Eckler. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Once more, here's Eckler. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Daniel's going to throw for it.
Rolling to his left. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Well, some good games around the league here early in Week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Now inside the 25. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders.
A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Commanders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off.
Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. And this is caught by Evans.
And Evans will have a Bucs first down as he'll get this down to the 36.
And again, it's Mayfield.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He completes it to Evans. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. But just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, and they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick six?
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got Otten. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Working out of the gun, Mayfield looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. To throw, Mayfield. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 38 yards. And the Buccaneers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Two scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. Oh, I think the Bucs got it, and they did. Tampa Bay football. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's caught by Aguilar. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They'll try it now with Irvin. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.